श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So yesterday we say Sankshepan Uktamartham Vivranoti. Then Bhagavan himself said Samasena. I am going to say it in brief. Okay, so we gave a different interpretation to both of them. That for us, whatever is the time period, that time period, the whole of that time period is only seconds for Bhagavan. Like a whole lifespan of an ant, for us it's a day or two. That's all. So similarly, there is a thing. That is how we can understand. That is one way to understand. Okay. So from our side it is Sankshepena, from Bhagavan side it is Sankshepena, from our side it is Vistarena. But from Bhagavan side it is Sankshepena. If Bhagavan himself is going to say it in brief, then where did Bhagavan learn it? Where is it in totality? Where is it seen in completeness? That is what the question is. Therefore he is asking, Kaihi Vistarena Uktam. Asya ayam sankshepaha iti apekshayam. Who is that who said this in detail, which is given as a gist in brief by Bhagavan? If this is the doubt, iti apekshayam shrotri buddhi prarochanartham suvarnaha. To engage the mind of the listeners, to make that interesting, whatever he is going to say, to make it interesting, Bhagavan is extolling it, praising it and saying it. Saying about the answer to that question. Rishibhir Gitam Chandobhir Vividhaih Pratak Brahma Sutra Padaishchaiva Hetumadbhi Vinishchitaihi. Rishibhihi Bahudha Gitam Chandobhihi Vividhaihi Pratak Brahma Sutra Padaihi Cha Eva Hetumadbhihi Vinishchitaihi. This can be seen in different ways. Whatever he is going to say, let that be. First, let us see the meaning of these shlokas. Rishibhihi Bahudha Gitam. The rishis have sung in different ways. This is the first part of the pramana. Means a smriti text. Okay. Chandobhihi Vividhaihi Pratak. The chandas, Vedas have also sung in different ways in different places. So that means it is Shruti Pramana. So Smriti Pramana, then Shruti Pramana. Third is Yukti Pramana. So for that he says Brahma Sutra Padaischaiva. The Brahma Sutras in its words also has said the same thing. So Shruti, Yukti, Smriti, Shruti and Shruti, Prama, Yukti. All the three have come here. Fourth is Anubhava Pramana. Hetumadbhihi Vinishchitaihi. And through the logic, it is established there in the Brahma Sutras. Okay. Asmabhihi Vinishchitaihi, if you take then Anubhava Pramana also will come. Rishibhihi Vasishtadhihi Yoga Shastreshu Dharana Dhyana Vishayatvena Bahudha Gitam Nirupitam. See, Rishibihi means which who are the rishis you are referring to? Vasishtadhihi, Vasishta etc. In Yoga Shastra etc. Shu, so etc. you have to add again and again. Dharana Dhyana Nirupishyatvena. As the Dharana Dhyana, as the discussion through the Dharana and Dhyana, they have Bahudha Gitam. They have sung it in different ways. Gitam means sung. Sung means Nirupitam. They have established this. The song they have sung is not to make your mind happy, but to establish this truth. So, Etena, with this Yoga Shastra Pratipadyattam Uktam. It is established in the Yoga Shastra also, that is said. Vividaihi, but wait. If this is said in the Yoga Shastra, then why are we studying Vedanta? We will get the answer for that later. First, understand this is said in the Yoga Shastra. Okay? Now, Vividaihi. Nitya Nainittika Kamya Karmadi Vishehi Chandobhihi Rigadi Mantraihi Brahmanaischa Pratak Vivekato Gitam. So vividhi in different types means through nitya karma, through naimitya karma, through kamya karma, etc. Through nitya karma, the daily rituals; through naimitya karma, the occasional rituals; and the kamya karma, which are performed with desire orientation. So in these karmas, vishayehi, as the subject matter of these karmas, chandobihi, rigadihi. Chandobihi means the chandas, Vedas. Vedas means rigadi mantraihi, the rig, etc. mantras. Then there is another doubt. What is the doubt? See, if you don't understand, then the things are like, okay, it is rigadi mantras, in rig, etc. mantras, it is said over. But we have said chandobihi in the Vedas. Vedas don't just the Vedas cannot be bracketed only in the mantras. Mantras means Samhita portion. Because Vedas, what is the definition for Vedas? Mantra Brahmanayoho Veda Namadeham. What is Veda? Mantra and Brahmana, Samhita portion and Brahmana portion, both are referred to as Veda. Complete. Not just Samhita or not just a Brahmana. So, in the mantra portion, meaning the Samhita portion, it is said, is it not said in Brahmana portion? It is said in Brahmana portion, Brahmana is cha, Brahmana is cha. In the Brahmana portion too, it is said. But what is the Samhita and what is this Brahmana portion? If you don't understand, and simple thing is a Samhita portion is the mantras which are used in the rituals. And Brahmana portion is the commentary, meaning the description of the rituals in whichever places these mantras needs to be used. That is explained by the Vedas themselves. So we can simply understand Samhita portion is the mantra and Brahmana portion is the commentary. This is the simple understanding of what mantra and what Brahmana is. Pruthak Vivetaha Geetam. They have explained in separate ways, means with clarity, Vivekataha, with discrimination, with a beautiful explanation. With this, Karmakanda also establishes the same thing. So, when we cannot ask, why can't we follow the Yoga Sutra? In the Karmakandas also, it is said, we are not following the Karmakandas also. So, this is not the answer. This is just a counter to your question, but it's not the answer. We'll come to the answer later. Brahma Sutra Padaishchaiva, the Brahma Sutra Padas also. What is Brahma Sutra Padas? What are that? He says, Brahma Sutriyate Suchyate Kinchit Vyavadhanena Pratipadyate Iti Sutra. Brahma Sutriyate, in which the Brahman is tied. Like a garland, we tie the garland, like that it is tied. Sutra means it is threaded. Through threads you are binding it. Sutra is to bind. Okay. Suchyate means to imply. So the Brahman is bound or Brahman is implied through this. Ebihi, through this. Means Brahman is established through this. Pratipadyate, it is established through this. That is what is called as Brahma Sutra. How does Brahman, how does these statements establish Brahman? We are talking about Vedic statements. How does it establish Brahman? There are two ways it establishes Brahman. So the first way is said, Yatova imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayanti visamvishanti, tad vijijñāsasva tad brahmeti. That is not said here, that should be understood also. Tad vijijñāsasva tad brahmeti. Know that is to be the Brahman. Desire to know that, tad vijijñāsasva. Desire to know that is the Brahman. Tad brahmeti. Which is Brahman? Yatova imani bhutani jayante, from which all these beings come into existence. The creation comes into existence. Yena jatani jivanti, in which all the beings exist, gain the sustenance. Yat prayanti visamvishanti, into which everything merges after the dissolution. That vijijñāsasva, desire to know that to be the Brahman. Did you understand what Brahman is? I think no. You are guessing, because this is not a direct intro to Brahman, a direct statement to establish Brahman. This is called as Tatastha Lakshana. That is why he says, Ityadini Tatastha Lakshana Parani Upanishad Vakyani. These Upanishad statements are not directly establishing the Brahmans. They are called Tatastha Lakshana. There are two kinds of definitions. Lakshana means definition. There are two kinds of definition. One is Tatastha Lakshana, the other is Swarupa Lakshana. Tatastha Lakshana, Tatestha Lakshana, Swarupa Lakshana means Swarupa Meva Lakshana. Meaning what? I have just explained it in Sanskrit, but what is the meaning? Tatastha, Tata means banks. By staying on the banks, whatever is defined, sitting on the border, on the fence, whatever is defined, that is Tatastha Lakshana. Swarupa Lakshana means by establishing about that very thing, not from the border. Establishing that very thing is a Swarupa Lakshana. We'll come to the Swarupa Lakshana later. This is Tatastha Lakshana. Okay? Parani Upanishad Vakyani. Tatha padyate brahma sakshat pratipadyate evihi. Padani Swarupa Parani. So, and similarly, this suchyate, this implication is done through these statements. Tatastha Lakshana. Brahma sutriyate suchyate. Brahma sutriyate padyate pratipadyate. Brahman is established through these very statements, which is the Swarupa Lakshana. Where is the Swarupa Lakshana? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman Soshnute Sarvan Kaman. That is the Swarupa Lakshana. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So he says Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Ityadini Taihi Brahma Sutrahi Padescha Hetman. These are the statements which are establishing either indirectly or directly the Brahman. So there are two ways. One to directly establish and the other to indirectly establish. That is done. But Hetumad Bihi, we added one more word, Hetumad Bihi, using the logics. But there is no logic here. I don't see any logic. Logic. Okay, simple logic is there, from which everything is manifest, in which everything is sustained, and into which everything merges. Okay, there is a simple logic, but there is no logic. So he says, Sadeva Saumyadamagra Asid Ekameva Dvitiviti Upakramya. With this introduction, meaning of Sadeva Saumyadamagra Asid, Hey Saumya, oh dear one, only Sad, existence was there before. Before means before the creation. There was nothing else. There was nothing else other than the existence. Beginning with this, then the Upanishad itself brings a doubt. Tadha eka ahu asat eva idamagra asid ekameva dvitiyam tasmat asatasajayeta iti. Some people, who are they? Nastika matam upanyasya. Then people who are non-believers. Nastika means generally non-believers. Non-believers, normally people who are atheist. That is what we say. But here, according to the Shastra, when we see people who don't accept the Veda to be pramana, the means of right knowledge, is Nastika. So those people, what do they say? They say, Asadevadamagrasit, only void existed, nothing exists. From that void, from that absence, from that nothingness, all these came into existence. This is what they say. People who don't believe in Vedas. Okay. Seems logical, seems right, because nothing existed. Suddenly everything came into existence. That seems right, isn't it? If you have this doubt, this Upanishad wantedly puts in this doubt to establish through logic the truth. So what is the logic? He says, Kutastus khalu saumya iyam syad evam syad iti hovacha katham asadasajayeta kutastha saumya evam syad kutastha saumya. How can this be possible, oh dear one? How can this be possible? That from absence, existence come into existence. How can it be possible? There can be, Bhagavan himself established it earlier. There can be no existence from non-existence and no non-existence from existence. Both are impossible. So, how can it be? Katham asata sajjayata. How can from non-existence, existence can come into existence? Existence can come into existence. How can that be possible? Absence cannot be the cause for some existence. Impossible. So, ityadiktihi pratipadyatbihi. Through these kind of logics, it establishes. Pratipadyatbihi means vinishchitaihi upakrama upasamharaihi ekavakyataya. It is establishing It has clearly established what? The Ekavakyata. There is a common connection between the introduction and the conclusion, etc. Upakramadvihi, upakrama upasamharehi. There is this Shadvida Tatparya Linga we call, to understand the teaching of some text. We use these 6 pointers. Upakrama upasamhara, 1 pointer. The introduction and conclusion should refer to the same subject. In the introduction you say something and in conclusion you say something, then you are not talking about the same thing. That is why we are masters in that. We don't need to be taught this. Whether we know this or not, but we are masters. That is why what we did in the exams is, when we don't understand the question, not even the answer, when we don't understand the question, we just read the question twice as though you will understand. No, you will not understand. And pick up the words from that question, okay, and start with that. What this means is, okay, then write whatever we want. And in the end also, so therefore this is what it means. Whatever was said in the question, we'll rewrite it. So reiterate it. So it will make us feel that we have answered the question. We have not answered the question. So, but here, that ekavakyata, that synchronization between two statements is done. This is not just the only pointer. Upakrama upasamhara is 1 pointer. Abhyasa, repetition. Again and again, if you are saying something, then you are meaning to establish that. Apurvata, if there's something is strange, which is not known through any other means, that is done. Abhyasa, apurvata, phalam, the result. End result is to be something new. Arthavada, then you are glorifying using some statements. Then you mean that is important. Upavatti, and you are using logic also to establish that. So these are the 6 pointers through which we establish the truth. So through those it is established. Sandeha shunyartha paripadakaihi bahuda geetam. It is established so as to that there is no doubt regarding it. Etena Jnanakanda Pratipadyata. With this, we can understand that this is what is established in the Jnanakanda also. What is established? It is established in the Yoga Kanda, in the Yoga Shastra, in the Karma Kanda Shastra, in the Jnanakanda Shastra. What is established? This Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Okay? Evam etaihi ati vistarena uktam Kshetra Kshetrajna yathatmyam. So this is what he is bringing again. So in this way, whatever is said about the Kshetra and Kshetrajna in detail, Sanshepena, in brief, Tubhyam Kathayishyami Tachrunu Ityartha. I am going to explain it to you, listen to that. That is what Bhagavan means. Athava, or Brahma Sutrani Tani Padyani Padani Chaiti Karmadharya. You can bring in a Karmadharya Samasa. There is a kind of Samasa called Karmadharya Samasa. So in that samasa, you can understand Brahma Sutra and its words. Tatra Vidya Sutrani. What are the Brahma Sutras? There are the sutras, the statements which are set in the Brahman, in the Vedas, which define the Brahman. That is what we said. So Atmitya Upasita. Then Padani means that needs to be gained, understood, Upasana. So Atmitya Upasita, meditated as Atma. Ityadini. And Avidya Sutrani, this is knowledge sutras, and the ignorance sutras are Nasa Veda Yatha Pashuhu. Ignorance means not the ignorance establishing sutra. The sutra which establishes the state of ignorant. What is that? He does not understand. Why? He is an idiot. So instead of using the word idiot, the Vedas are using the word Pashu. Pashu means cattle. Any cattle can be Pashu. Generally, we take the cow as Pashu. Sadevanam Pashu. So that is the idea here. Ityadini Tair Geetamiti. In this way, it is said. Evam Prarochitaya Arjunaya Kshetra Surupam Tavadaha Dvabhyam. So after introducing Arjuna into this and after making it interesting, now Arjuna is interested to listen to this. Now Bhagavan says about it about the Kshetra in 2 shlokas. We are taking both the shlokas at the same time. महाभूतान्यहङ्कारो बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः इच्छा देशसुखं दुःखं सङ्घातश्चेतनाधृतिः एतत्क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारम् उदाहृतम् महाभूतानि अहङ्कारः बुद्धिः अव्यक्तम् एव च इन्द्रियाणि दश एकं च पंच च इंद्रिय गोचराः इच्छा द्वेष सुखम दुःखम संघातः चेतना धृतिः एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारम् उदाहृतम् महाभूतानि the elements, the 5 elements. Ahankarah, it's caused the ego. Buddhi, it's caused the mahatatva. Avyaktam, it's caused the prakriti. This is the order. Prakriti, mahat, ahankara, then panchamahabhutani, and after that dashendriyani, ekadashendriyani, dasham ekam. Dasha ekam means dasha plus ekam, dasha ekam, 10 plus 1, 11. Ekadashendriyani. And indriya gocharaha, the objects of the sense organs. This is the order in which it is established in Sankhya, etc. Sankhya, etc. Why I am saying etc. again? Because Sankhya and Yoga people both accept the same thing. So, okay, so this is not what we say. We are not talking about the same thing what the Sankhyans mean. There is a different tune to what we establish. We'll see that. Okay, so these are the things. Then Ichha, desire, Dvesha, hate, Sukham, happiness, Dukkham, sorrow, Sanghata. Sanghata means the combination, body, sense organ combination. So that complex, Sanghata, complex or combination. Chetana, Chetana means consciousness, knowledge. Dhrutihi, Dhruti means the dhairya or to hold on to things. Etat kshetram samasena savikaram udaharanam. This is what is in simple terms called as, these are called as kshetra. Okay, savikaram udaharanam. With all its transformation, it is explained. It is given as an example here. Mahani bhanti bhutani bhumyadini pancha. The great elements, the 5 elements, primary elements, earth, etc. Ahankaras tat karanabhuto abhimana lakshana. Ahankara is the cause for that 5 elements. The cause for that 5 elements. Ahankara. Okay. Buddhi. Ahankara karanam. Buddhi is the cause for that ahankara too. Mahat tattvam adhyavasaya lakshanam. It is called as mahat, which is of the nature of adhyavasaya, determination. When if ahankara is doubting, Buddhi is determination. Avyaktam tat karanam. The cause of that is avyakta. Avyakta is sattvaras tamo gunatmakam pradhanam. The pradhana, which is endowed with the sattva guna, rajoguna, and tamo guna. The 3 gunas, trinity we call it. Okay, that sarva karanam, which is the cause for everything. Nakasyapi karyam, it is not effect of anything. See, the 5 elements are effect of the ahankara. The ahankara is effect of buddhi, mahat, and the mahat is effect of avyakta. But avyakta is not effect of anything. The pradhana is not effect of anything. See, this is what the Sankyans accept also. They establish you are the Purusha. You have to understand that you are not. You have no association with the Prakriti. You are the Purusha alone, one. From there are 2 things to understand. He is explaining things in detail. There are 2 things. One is Pradhana and the other is Purusha. One is Prakriti and the other is Purusha. Okay, 2. From there, he goes on to the 3rd stage. 3. Prakriti is divided into 2. Vyakta, Avyakta, manifest, unmanifest, and Nya, the Purusha. Purusha remains as Purusha. So, Prakriti is separated into 2, which is manifest and unmanifest. So, 1 is you are Purusha, there is no doubt. 2 is Prakriti and Purusha, there are 2 things. 3 is there is manifest, unmanifest, and Purusha, 3 stages. And the 4th stage is there is one which is only the cause. The other, which is only the effect. The third one, which is both cause and effect. The fourth one, which is neither cause or effect. Neither cause or effect is your Purusha. Only cause is a Prakriti. Only effect is the elements, the final output, the earth, etc. Whatever we see. And both cause and effect is your Buddhi, etc. Mahata, Ahankara, etc. All of them. Okay, so this is how he explains it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is you are Purusha. 2 is there is Prakriti and Purusha. 3 is there is manifestation, unmanifest and Purusha. 4 is there is cause, there is effect, there is cause and effect, there is no cause, no effect. So this is how he teaches you. Evakaraha Prakriti Avadharanath. The Eva in the Mula Buddhi Avyaktam Evacha. Eva is to establish the Prakriti. Prakriti is the cause. Yetavat Ashtadha Prakriti. Only this 8. These are the 8 Prakritis which are called as Prakriti. Prakriti Ashtadha. The Prakriti, then Buddhi, Avyakta, Buddhi, then Ahankara and Panchamahabhuta. So you have all these 8. Cha Shabdaha Bheda Samuchayata. Cha Eva Cha. The Cha is to connect all these, syntactically connect all these separate things. Tad evam Sankhya Matena Vyakhyata. From the standpoint of Sankhya philosophy, this is explained. Upanishad, it's not Upanishad. Yes, Upanishad also says similar, but they are not same. What does that mean? We'll understand that. Upanishadam too, but the Upanishad people, the people who follow the Upanishad, Avyaktam, Avyakritam, Anirvachaniyam, Mayakya, Parameshwara Shakti. What we accept as Avyakta is not the same as the other fellow. The Avyakta of Sankhyan is independent. But for us, the Avyakta is referred to as Avyakrita, and that Avyakrita is Anirvachaniya, inexplicable, unmanifest, that which does not undergo any change, that which is the inexplicable, that which is called as Maya, that which is the power of Parameshwara, that is what is the cause. Mama Maya Duratya, how do you know this? Bhagavan himself said earlier, Mama Maya Duratya, my Maya is very difficult to, my power of Maya is very difficult to cross. Buddhi sargados tad vishayam ikshanam. What is Buddhi? Do you accept from Avyakta Buddhi came? Yes, we do accept. Buddhi is the Buddhi or Mahatattva is the collective intellect. Ahankara is individual intellect. That's the difference. Okay, Buddhi. What is Buddhi? The collective self, once it takes birth, the collective self, the Hiranyagarbha, once it takes birth, he opens his eyes and sees. That aikshana is Buddhi. Because it's vichara. Okay, Ahankara, Ikshananantaram, Aham Bahusyam iti sankalpa. After, what is ego? Ego is a thought function. I have to, this is not how it should be, etc. All these are confusions. Sankalpa Vikalpatmaka, your will. So what is the will here? Ekoham Bahusyam. I am alone, let me be multiple, manifold. So that is the will he is making. Atataha Akashadikarane Panchabhutanuttihi. And because of that willing, the 5 elements come into existence in order, in sequence, from ether, Atma, Akasha, Vayu, air, etc. That order. Okay, now we will see that order. I am not just skipping that. We are going to see that order. Utotpati. Nahi avyaktam ahankaraah sankhya-siddhaah Upanishadaihi upagamyante ashabdatva-di hetubhihi iti. So therefore we are not accepting whatever Sankhyans accept as the cause for this creation. We accept something similar but not the same thing. Why? Because whatever they accept does not have any valid proof. Whatever we say has a pramana in the Vedas. Shabdatva. Shabdatva means it has pramana. It is established to the pramana. What is the pramana? I am coming to that. Ma yam tu pratim vidyat ma inam maheshwaram Shveta Shatra Upanishad very clearly says know Maya to be the Prakriti, and the one who plays with the Maya, one who handles the Maya to be Ishvara, Maheshwara. Te dhyana yoganugataah apashyan devatma shaktim swaganer nigudha iti Shruti pradipaditam avyaktam. And those people who are involved in meditation, who are immersed in the meditation, through the meditation they see apashyan, they see what devatma shaktim, the power of the deity, the self. So gunair mudham, which is endowed with all its great qualities. They saw that. In this way, the avyakta is established through the Shruti. And tadaikshata iti ikshana rupa buddhi. The intact also, the buddhi is also established. Mahat is also established. How? Tadaikshata it saw. Then bahusyam praja yeya iti. Let me create manifold things. In this way, iti bahubhavana sankalpo ahankara. Sankalpa rupa ahankara. This ahankara manifests, which is the cause for the desire to become manifold. आत्मन आकाश संभूतः आकाशात् वायुः वायोरग्निः अग्नेरापः अप्यः पृथिवी इति पंचमभूतानि श्रुतानि. The Shruti establishes the 5 elements creation also. Tasmadva etasmat atmana akasha sambhuta. From this Atma, the space ether came into existence. Akashat vayu, from akasha ether air came into existence. Vayor agni, from air fire came into existence. Agner apaha, from fire water came into existence. Apaha, water. From water abhyah prithvi, from water earth came into existence. In this way, the 5 elements creation is very beautifully established in the Shruti. Ayameva paksha sadhani, and this is what should be accepted. This is what should be accepted. This paksha, this position should be accepted. Indriyadikam, indriyani shekam cha, shrotra, tvag, chakshu, rasana, granakshani, pancha buddhindriyani, vak panipayo upasthakshani, pancha karmendriyani. So, tani ekam cha manaha, sankalpa vikalpadakam. So, indriya dasha ekam, in the sense organs which are 11 in numbers, dasha ekam. What are 11, 10 and 1? Means he says the 5 sense organs of knowledge. Shrotra, etc. Ear, eye, nose, mouth, and the sense organ of touch. Okay. So, and the vak panipada, vak, the speech, the hand, the leg, etc. The 5 sense organ of action. Now, the 11th one is the sense organ, the mind, which is both sense organ of knowledge and sense organ of action. Sankalpa vikalpa, with the sort of the nature of a dubious nature of a desire and a hate, etc. Pancha karma, pancha cha indriya gocharaha. The 5 are the objects which are gained through, grasped through sense organs. What are they? Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Buddhyandriyanam nyapyatvena vishyaha. The sense organ of the sense organ of knowledge, for that these are the 5 objects of knowledge. What are they? Shabda, sparsha. Shrotra for ear, shabda, sound is the object. For the sparsha, touch is the object. For the skin, touch is the object. Chakshu for the eye, form is the object. Rupa. For the rasana, for the tongue, rasa, taste is the object. For grana, for the nose, gandha, smell is the object. Like that, these are the respective objects for each of the sense organs of knowledge. Nyapyatvena, as a reminder. Karmendriyanam to karyatvena. But this is just a reminder and this is just a understood. For the sense organ of action, it is not reminder or understood. It is to be done. You have to speak, you have to give, take, you have to go, come, etc. All these sense organs of action. Tani etani sankhya chaturvimshati tattvani achakshati. These are what are referred to by the Sankhyanas as a 24 tattvas. These are the 24 tattvas they accept. That is why they are called Sankhya. Sankhya means Sankhya eva Sankhya. The people who accept 24 numbers. Number, Sankhya means number. So the people who accept 24 tattvas as their system is a Sankhyanas. Here in this case of Vedanta, Sankhya means knowledge. इच्छा सुखम तत्साधनम च इदं मे भूयादिति स्पृहात्मा चित्तवृत्तिः काम इति राग इति च उच्यते. Now, what is ichha? The second shloka, ichha. Ichha means it is also referred to as kama, it is referred to as raga. Kama iti raga iti cha uchyate. It is called as kama and also raga. What is that? Sukhe tat sadhane cha. In the happiness and its means, the means for happiness. Idam me bhuyat, it is prahatma, the desire, let this be for me. Let I have this, the happiness or its means. That is that kind of thought function is ichha. Dveshah, dukhe tat sadhane cha idam ma me ma bhuya bhuditi spruha virodhini chittavritti krodha irshya iti cha uchyate. Dvesha, hate, is also referred to as krodha, anger. Irshya, irshya is talking ill about others. Okay, so irshya. So what is that? Dukhe tat sadhane cha, in the sorrow, in the grief and its means, the means for sorrow or grief, let this not be for me. This kind of a non-desire state, the state of a desirelessness, that kind of thought function is a dvesha. Sukham. Sukham means nirupadi ichha vishibhuta dharma asadharana karanika chittavrutti paramatma sukha vyanjika. Sukham means that which is objectifying the embodimentless state of objects. Chaitanya. When you see the ghatavachana chaitanya, you see the chaitanya, that is why you experience the happiness. So that is what is sukha. Dharma asadharana kanika. This happiness is the cause for special cause, not general cause. Sadharana karana is a general cause. Asadharana karana is a special cause. It is a special cause for practicing dharma. Dharma begets happiness. Happiness begets dharma. Both. Paramatma sukha vyanjika. This sukha is what? This thought function is what? This sukha rupa thought function is what manifests the absolute. When you experience happiness, you are experiencing the absolute. The object of happiness is not the means to gain that happiness. The happiness is gained because of the absolute self, because you are in identity with the absolute self. Sanghata. Sanghata, dukham. Dukham means nirupadi dvesha vishibhuta chittavritti adharma asadharana karnika. Dukkha means sorrow, means that which is the cause, which is cause for the hatred, etc. That kind of thought function, which is generally the cause, the special cause for the adharma, the bad thing, the deeds, bad actions. Sanghata. Sanghata means complex. What is this complex? Pancha Mahabhuta Parinama Sendriyam Sharinam. The manifestation of that which is manifested from the 5 elements, which is a Indriya Sharira, the body along with the sense organs. So when we say Sanghata, we should have to say body sense organ complex, not body mind complex. Body sense organ complex. Okay. Chetana. Chetana means consciousness. What is that? Swarup Jnana Vyanjika. This is what this consciousness, knowledge, Chetana, knowledge, consciousness, this is what manifests the self. Pramana Asadharana Kanika. This is the means for the Pramana, the special means for the Pramana. Pramana Buddhi, Pramana Jnana, the right knowledge. Chitta Vritti Jnanakhya. This is what is called as knowledge also. This Chetana is what is called as knowledge also. Dhritihi. Avasannanam Dehendriyanam Avashtambha Hetuhu Prayatna. The effort for holding on to the body sense organ complex is Dhriti. Upalakshanam yetad ichha adi grahanam. The ichha etc. is just it's not complete. It is just a pointer to something else. The rest of the things, it is implying something else also. What are they? Sarva antakarna dharmanam. All the attributes of the antakarna. What are they? I don't know. For that, tathacha shruti. The shruti itself says this. Kama sankalpa vichikitsa shraddha shraddha hridir dhritir adhritir shraddha shraddha dhritir adhritir hrir dhir vidhi ityatra manaiva. Kama, desire; sankalpa, the willing; vichikitsa, the grief; shraddha, faith; Ashwardha, the non-faith. Here you can understand as faith and non-faith. That is not a big deal. Dhritihi, Dhairya, the valor, the strength. Adhritihi, the weakness. Then Hrir is Lajja, means shyness. Then Dhi, intelligence. Bhi, fear. Ityetat Sarvamanayava. All these are thought functions. They are called as mana, mind. These thought functions are what are referred to as mind. There is nothing called mind really. Iti mridghata itivat upadana abhedena karyanam kamadinam manodharmatvam aha. So like we say mridghata, clay pot. We don't differentiate between the pot and the cause and the effect. So pot and the clay. We just say clay pot. Similarly, here also the kama etc. are referred to as mind attributes. Etat paridrishyamanam sarvam mahabhutadi dhrityantam jadam kshetrajnena sakshina avhasyamanatva. So whatever you see, like from the desire to the final thing which is B etc. or in this section the dhairya etc. All these are inert. They are all seen, perceived by the anatmakam kshetram. Therefore, this self which is inert, the kshetra, the field, the kshetra is inert and that is getting illumined. That jada is getting illumined. That kshetra, which is jada, which is inert, which is getting illumined. Bhasyam. It is getting illumined by the sakshi. Achetanam is a non-conscious, inert. Samasena udahartam. Udahritam it should be. Uktam. It is explained. Udahartam means it is exemplified, means it is explained. The idea is kshetra is inert. And sakshi here, witness principle generally, that is what we translate it as, but sakshi here is not witness principle, it is the self. Self is what is illumining it. Because even if you accept it as sakshi, witness principle is witnessing something. Therefore, there needs to be something for the witness principle to exist. Therefore, there is a dependence there. You understand? So when we say sakshi, don't think I remain a sakshi. All these stupidities don't enter into. Because you cannot remain in the state of being a witness until and unless there is something to be witnessed. Self does not witness anything. Sakshi is the name for self. Just for name's sake, we are giving it another name, Sakshi. Okay? So, no, but wait. Sharirindriya sanghata eva chetana kshetrajneti lokayatika. The worldly people, the materialistic people, lokayatika, they comment that the body sense organ complexes are the consciousness. There is no consciousness. That is why they don't accept hell, heaven, etc. That is why they have a statement also. Ranam kritva ghritam prapet. Baspi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam utah. Take loan and buy wine. Why ghrita? Ghrita means clarified butter, ghee. Why ghee? Buy wine. Enjoy your life. Because there is no hell or heaven for you to suffer somewhere. Baspi bhutasya, once you are burned ash, you don't come back. You are not phoenix. So don't worry. Enjoy. That is what they say. We should not put them down because we are not even at the state of being a lokayatika. Lokayatika follow dharma very precisely. And that is why at the end of Mahabharata, a Lokayatikaha, this Charvaka, questioned Krishna and their group, Pandavas. What kind of dharma did you follow? You killed all the Kauravas cunningly, including the head of them, Duryodhana. You killed him cunningly. So how can you call yourself kings? People kings are people who have to maintain the law and order. You didn't follow yourself the law and order. These chakas follow law and order very precisely. We don't even do that. So we can't even claim ourselves to be Charvakas. So these Charvakas are very good people. Chetanaha Kshanikam Jnanameva Atmeti Sugataha. The Sugataha, Saugataha, the followers of Buddhist, they say that Chetana, the knowledge is Kshanikam, momentary. So that is what is that momentary jnana is what is a consciousness. They think, they say. And Ichcha, Dvesha, Prayatna, Sukha, Dukkha, Jnanani, Atmano, Lingamiti, Nayaka. Laya, this is the Sutra of logicians. This is from the Nyaya Sutra. Nayakas accept these are the attributes of knowledge, the self. What are the attributes of self? Desire, hatred, effort, happiness, sorrow, knowledge, etc. are attributes of self. Jnana dharmam, these are. Chetana dharmam, Atma dharmam. So, tat katham kshetrameva etat sarvamiti. Then how can you claim that all these are kshetra? Because we see so many people saying so many things. Tatraha savikaram. For that we answer savikaram. The final portion, savikaram. Vikaro janmade nashantaha. Vikara means right from creation till the extinction. Jayate, asti, vardate, viparanamate, apakshiyate, vinashyate. That 6 transformation is called as vikara. Parinamaha nairuktaihi patitaha. In the nirukta by Yaska, it is very clearly said. Tat sahitam savikaram idam mahabhutadi dhrutyantam ataha na vikara sakshi. So, along with that, endowed with that, this vikara, this Kshetra is means from the Mahabhuta till the Dhruti, whatever exists, they are all that which undergoes transformation. That which undergoes transformation cannot be the Sakshi, cannot be the self, cannot be the witness. So Utpatti Vinashayoho Svena Drashtum Ashakyatvat. Because one cannot witness one's own birth and one's own extinction. It is impossible. Anyeshamapi Swadharmanam Swadarashanam Antrena Darshana Anupatti. And the other attributes also are impossible without seeing oneself. If I see oneself and if I see the other attributes also, if I am going to claim, then karma kartru virodha. That is why he says, Swenaiva Swadarashnecha. If I am going to see myself, then kartru karma virodhat. There is a subject-object contradiction. I cannot be the subject and I cannot be the object also. So that kind of a contradiction will be there. Iti nirvikara eva swavikara sakshi, sarvavikara sakshi. Therefore, we have to understand that the sakshi, the witness, is one who does not undergo any transformation. One who sees all the transformation is one who does not undergo any transformation. How do you know this? Taduktam is said. Narte syad vikriyam dukhi sakshita ka vikarita vikarinaha dhir vikriya sahasranam sakshyato aham avikriya iti. Narte syad vikriyam dukhi sakshita ka vikarinaha dhi vikriya sahasranam sakshi ataha aham avikriya. Sakshi ataha aham avikriya. I am sakshi. Therefore, I am changeless. Sakshi for what? Dhi vikriyanam sahasranam. Sahasranam dhi vikriyanam. Transmit thousands of transmission of the mind. For all that, I am the witness. Na rite syad vikriyam dukhi. Rite vikriyam na dukhi syad. Without transformation, there can be no sorrow. No one who is undergoing sorrow. Sakshita ka vikarinahan. How can that which undergoes the sorrow undergo the transformation be the witness? Sakshita. How can it be the witness? It is impossible. Tena vikaritvam eva kshetra chinnam natu parigananam ityartha. Therefore, we understand that undergoing transformation, whatever undergoes transformation, that is implying that it is kshetra. That undergoes transformation is chinna. Chinna means sign for it being kshetra. Not pariganana, not enumerating it. Enumerating as 24, 25, etc. That was not the point. It says, Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.